Hello everyone, Carrington here from Open Heart Games. We are back with our playthrough of the Tyranny of Dragons here on Twitch. If you like the stuff that we do here at Open Heart Games, check out our blog. Give us a like on Facebook, give us a follow here on Twitch. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel and give a subscription here on Twitch. If you have a Prime account, you can also subscribe for free. It won't cost you a dime, and we would appreciate your subscription as well. So, with all of that, we had a session last time. We took a fair amount of time and discussed the new Spelljammer and several of the D&D kind of news bits. And I actually wrote a blog if you'd like to check that out on our blog. I talked a lot about Spelljammer and just kind of my thoughts about it. It looks like it's going to be a pretty cool product, and there's a lot of neat stuff coming down the pipe for Dungeons and Dragons in the next year. But I guess I wanted to start with a fun anecdote and also just kind of a DM tip. So in one of my games I was running, which one of the players here was a part of, we at the very end of that session there was this giant Yeti that they had to deal with, and this Yeti had been hunting them for a while, and the party had made their way to the top, very tippy top of this mountain. The Yeti, roared and snarled at them. One of the characters tried to talk to it. It was unsuccessful because the Yeti was very angry. Combat ensued. The wizard cast Hypnotic Pattern, which is one of my favorite spells. It's so powerful because you can just lock out a number of creatures for an entire minute, while if you lock down all the kobolds, you can fight the big bad, and it ends if they take damage. But the party stunned this incredibly powerful monster, and then had a whole minute to come up with a plan, which they did. The paladin knelt down in front of this huge Yeti. The fighter got behind it. The bard inspired the fighter. The fire grew to giant size, and they yeeted it off a cliff.
It was beautiful.
The story shall forever be known as the yeeted Yeti. So the GM takeaway here is, if your players come up with a really creative solution to end a combat like that, and it's going to make for a memorable story, sometimes you just got to let it happen. I'm a big fan of making sure that the encounters feel epic, but those are,
It's the role of cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but the players really enjoyed. They really got to have a lot of fun with that, and we actually were able to end on a high note, like in that. Sometimes it's like, oh, we ran out of time. This is a good place to stop in the story. Let's move on. But this is a really good time for us to just go, okay, let's end a few minutes early. This is a great time. I had a lot of fun. I know that you all did too. And then just and then you can start the next session with an upbeat. So never be afraid to do that. I see that Hitahari in chat has said, knees weak, arm Yeti, vomit on my Yeti already, mom's Yeti. Oh yes, mom's spaghetti. So, here we are. We are back with more of this. Who would like to take a crack at the? Well, let's start with introductions, and then we get introductions out of the way. We'll start with what happened last time to bring our viewers up to speed. So, we'll start with Mordok.
Hi, I'm Dave. I'm playing Mordok, our Azamar Protector Cleric, who learned last week that he's not a melee guy, because I roll really bad.
All right. And Patron.
Hello everyone, I'm Brad, also known as Hitahari in chat, and I will be playing Patron Purpleheart, our Circle of the Stars Druid and Peace Domain Cleric.
Very nice. And of course, Zed.
Hello, everyone. BGX Mage here in chat and on Twitter, and I play Zed, who is a Way of Ascendant Dragon monk, kobold, very cute. Just wants to grow up and be a dragon one day. You know him, you love him if you've been around for a while, and if you haven't, get ready because the character is wild.
For sure. All right, so let's see here if I can do this.
We have a menagerie of NPCs.
There is definitely a menagerie of NPCs, which we're going to go ahead and drop into the game, and I'm going to introduce the rest of those NPCs. I guess right now there are 3 new NPCs, or 3 NPCs total that have joined the party, and are helping out. The one that has joined the group most recently is this person right here. Her name is Jamna, and she is a gnome. She seems to be a little roguelike, a little shifty. You're not exactly sure where her allegiances lie. She's very, she tends to play her cards very close to the chest. But she definitely seems that she's definitely made it abundantly aware to the players and to the cult. She is not a fan of the Cult of the Dragon, and she is working as hard as she can to work against those to work against the cult and its various quests and angles that it's trying to do. So with that, we also have a newer member of our group, another NPC. And this NPC is a bit special and is new, both actually new and new to the world, and that is Valdus. Valdus is a wormling black dragon that the party has hatched from an egg that they took care of. So that is also very
face only a mother could love.
I think wormlings are adorable, even if they're evil. The next one, I don't have a picture of him specifically, but I'm going to show you a picture of what he looks like, and that is the newest member of our party that just kind of joined is being, the party's kind of questioning him. They did fight him and his retinue last session, not quite retinue, maybe his friends, which they did end up killing all of them, but he's a proud warrior who is also a lizard folk, and that is Snapjaw. And he is a very strong, very proud lizard folk. And he has asked the party why they're here. He's curious as to if they can help his people, as they appear to be under someone's thumb, and has given the party some ideas and paths they can take. But I think I covered some of it, but who wants to take a crack at what else happened last time?
Oh, well, Zed did it last week. I'll give it a shot. I think
Sure.
I remember. Well, we left the outpost and through some tunnels and went to the area of the dead men where we're still looking for the mayor. We did not get lost this time. First time we went, we got lost, but then we had a flashback because of all the technical difficulties. But we had to do that again, and we ran into a small encampment that appeared to be abandoned, so we thought, hey, this is a good place to take a rest and feed the baby, and there was some smoked fish, and some, and then we ran into a whole bunch of lizard folk. We tried to talk our way out of it, and that didn't go very well because bad dice are, well, bad dice. So we ended up fighting them. See, we had some spike growth things going on. Mordock, which was me, decided, well, let me run up here and get surrounded by like 6 guys. That didn't turn out so good. I was up, down, up, down, up, down. We finally got to the last one that was still standing, and he kind of surrendered, and that's how we got Snapjaw. I healed some lizard folk, so there's actually a couple more of them floating around somewhere. And he gave us the opportunity or options of either going to his encampment and hoping to free his folk because they're leaderless or have lost their way. I don't remember. They're either following a bad
Maybe a little
leader.
bit of both.
Yeah, they're following a leader he doesn't like, or they just don't really have a good one right now. I don't recall. We could go to some keep or the what do you call them, the dragon, something about knee benders or something. What do you call them?
Dragon kneelers, he calls them.
Yes, the dragon kneelers are, which of course is where we eventually want to go. Or we could go, and you're going to have to help me with this one. With something with what we believe is a black dragon that lives in the mirror of the dead men. We could go find him because they think he's like God, and of course we have God's son. Okay, so no Godzilla references, please.
Yeah. He believes that there is, as he calls it, the death of the swamp, or the shadow of the swamp, which is most likely some kind of something. You're not exactly sure what it is.
Yeah, but it's black and it goes fast.
It's very fast.
We believe it's a.
All of
We
these
believe
things
it's
are
a.
true.
We believe it's a huge ancient black dragon, or 3, or 5, or something.
Could be anything. It could
10.
even be a boat.
Could be a boat.
Yep. Could even be a boat.
Could be the black corsairs of Umbar showing up.
Oh yeah, they're just going all the way left for
That's correct.
yeah, for a Lord of the Rings reference.
That's right.
Yep, that'll be the double Tolkien point score, please.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that pretty much brings us up to where we are right now. So I guess the party has a does have a choice to make, which is, do you want to? I'm going to move us to the swamp now. Does the party want to? Does the party want to try to find this death of the swamp, or would they rather try to go to this keep?
I thought we were going back to his village, right?
That's where his people are. His people are most of his people are at this castle, or as he calls it, the giant stone house.
I was believed that we ended last week waking up at the castle.
Oh, I don't think that's true.
I feel like
don't recall that.
I feel like we were going to, by the time we get to today, we'll be there.
I know we had a premonition of somebody with a really goofy name.
That is true.
A great hat.
Yep. That is a great opportunity for us to actually do a flash over to where a flash over to where the castle is, and introduce some of the very interesting people who live there, which I will not spoil. I will reveal very soon. So, Brad, I'm going to give you a person to roleplay.
Oh, okay.
Yep. He looks a lot like this.
Interesting.
Okay.
Is he an elf?
He is an elf.
And his name be?
It's
Darth? How do you say that?
Alexander.
Darrell?
Drowmorer.
I think it's Drowmorer, born gray. And he is a group. He's a member of a group of elves that believe that humanity should be removed from Faerun. And because of that, he has thrown his lot in with the cult of the dragon. He idolizes Resmir, who has become kind of the primary at this time, primary antagonist of this campaign. So, as they are they idolize Resmir. There are a couple of things that you do not like. There are these creatures that have. So I'm actually going to give you this information. I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna put this in your journal so you can see it. You should be able to see it now. It'll be under named
My
NPCs.
journal?
Yep. Should be under named NPCs if you can see that.
Let's see. Party resources, mysterious. Here we go. Named NPCs, way down at my bottom. Gotcha.
Yep. There's the information that you have. I'll give you a moment to read it over. All right. So,
Okay, so basically, I got you. Okay. Okay.
right.
Following.
So with that, you are your character is standing atop the. You've worked your way up here. You're not necessarily a zealot, but you're loyal to the cult, and you're standing atop this castle, which looks. I'll remind everyone, which looks like this. And you were kind of overlooking and surveying the swamp when you can hear the flopping of like wet, gross feet coming up behind you, and you know exactly what this is, as there is a group of as there is a group of these bullywugs, which are kind of like frog people. I'll show what a bullywug looks like. Ah, yes. So this is a bullywug. But their leader, and you hear a ribbit, you hear, it is another glorious day, is it not, Grey Man? As Farbalex Spattergoo, which looks like this and has this tremendous hat, approaches you.
Oh, my day could be better.
Oh, the mud is wet, the air is choked, and the skies are gray. It is truly beautiful to behold. And I have received... And he thrusts a slimy ball of bloody entrails in front of your face and says, I have received a portent. And flies buzz about it.
I will push his hand away in disgust and be like, "Why have you come to bother me this morning?"
He looks a little taken aback, and as he kind of like blinks at you, his tongue like reaches up and like rubs out his eyeball, and then like goes back into his mouth. Like lizards and frogs do. I wanted to share with you the glorious news. And he points out like as if it is literally like some kind of writing on his hand as the blood's running down his face and whatever entrails are here, the bile and the flies buzz about, and he points at it and says, "We are going to have visitors." And he kind of crushes the entrails, and the blood and whatnot runs down his hand. And his grin widens like even more than it should on his wet frog-like face.
Visitors? How could you possibly know?
It has been shown to me. My portents have been working, and I have seen into the future. And he readjusts his hat.
My character would stare off and openly try and ignore him.
Come! We must prepare ourselves and our squalor for our visitors. Trauma, perhaps we should... perhaps you should do some preparation for yourself. Hmm?
And what form of preparation do you think I need?
It's always important to be prepared. And with that, he walks away.
Born Grey will spit on the ground as he walks away and be like, under his breath, almost as bad as a stinking human.
And with that, we're back to our party, who is making their way through the swamp. And now, let's go ahead and... So there are more encounters that we could definitely do, but in my mind at this time, like we've spent enough time on the road and everything that this just like you could do more encounters along the way. But I think sometimes it's just important to let's just get there. So about a half mile out, you're actually able to see the castle. And you can see it in the distance, this kind of sad, rather sunken, gray structure, which I'll show one more time. Looks like this. And as this is out here, Snapjaw like takes his hand and like puts it up, his clawed hand, and then just like wait here. You must wait here. And with that, Snapjaw will take his spear and he will put it on his tortoiseshell shield and just slowly like click 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 across the edge of it. And with that, 6 lizard folk step out of the reeds and the bushes around you. He says, he looks at all of them. He looks at them and he looks at you and he says, These are friends. They are. He looks at Mordok and says, "They are dragon kneelers who are wishing to go to the castle."
No,
Huh?
you're not dragon kneelers. We have no liking of the dragon kneelers.
Okay.
Patron will nudge Mordok and be like, I'm thinking he was giving us a way in, lad.
Okay. Hell, so I blew it.
I mean, you can. I'll give you a chance to recover. I mean, we're not dragon kneelers yet, but we sure want to be.
It's true. Okay.
Praise the kneeling.
No, my favorite part of this is, Snapjaw hears you, yep, and looks at you, and says, and the other dragon, the other 6 of them say in Draconic, "What did he say?" And Snapjaw. Let's hang on. Let's get a wisdom save from Snapjaw. I said let's get a wisdom save from Snapjaw.
Patron will throw a piece of jerky to Valdis in the middle of this.
Oh, Snapjaw is much wiser than I am.
Yeah, he is.
And Snapjaw says, "He said that they have not joined the cult yet, but he's very excited to do so. And
we have brought them a gift," and I look at Valdis.
And that they have brought a gift."
Yeah, I've only been playing this game for 30 years. I'm gonna screw up.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I have thought you did it on purpose, but then part of me was like, I don't know if he knows.
Brilliant.
Yeah, oops.
These things happen.
Do you all like dragons? You look like you like dragons. Talking to the group.
The one stands up very, very, very proud and kind of puffs out his chest and says, "We are all lizard folk of the Scaly Death Tribe. We venerate all dragons."
Glad he said it that way because I thought I was about to say we are dragons and I was about to be like, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
A simple yes would have sufficed. Anyways, would you like to hear a dragon fact?
Sure.
I'm just gonna roll a D100 real quick.
74.
Feel like we did that one already.
Here we go. Here comes
a
the
new audience.
D100. There's a 94 for you.
We've actually done 94 before.
All right, here comes another one. 100.
I would like you to roll low, please.
You got it. How about 10?
Perfect. This is such a short, sweet, powerful. You're really gonna like this. So some dragons, they live in caves. Dragon facts.
I'm so happy this was our dragon fact today. Our dragon fact today was, in fact, dragons live in caves. Thanks. Cool, thanks.
Yep. Thank you,
right.
Captain Obvious.
Excellent.
Just some of them, not all of them.
One of the guys off to the left and is just like, yes, some of them enjoy. Some of the green dragons enjoy living in the old, decrepit, destroyed kingdoms of elves. And all of them look over at him, and he's like, I pay attention to the dragon kneelers when they talk.
Yeah. Good job.
I tossed that specific one a slice of beef jerky.
He's just like,
Stay in school, kids.
thank you.
Stay in
All right.
school.
Stay in school, kids. All right. I'm going to move us to the next area, which is we're going to make our way to the keep. And it's very big. Also, as I've mentioned many times, I love this module, but this place has the strangest map. Because the orientation of the first level is this way, the orientation of the second one is this way, and then the third one is this way. Like, all we had to do was just, like, line everything up and it would have been fine. But here we are. I have to make everyone small. I'm also going to go ahead and make Snapjaw. I'm going to tint Snapjaw green so that we don't get confused and accidentally kill him. Or purposely.
Won't be the first time.
Oh,
But his name says Snackjaw on it.
this is
Are they
true.
all Snackjaws?
Nope, just the one. All right, so here we go to the next. Here we go to the next area, which is the Castle Nairtar. So there is some stuff, like I said, that you could do in order to, give more journey. But like I said, I wanna, push forward, because,
Jamie, you're so big.
Who cast in large on Jamna?
Thanks. So, like, you could have a couple of, like, you could have them fight giant lizards. You could have them fight. There's a shambling mound. There's some will-o-wisps, and you could give them more of a chance to bond with Snapjaw. But like I said, in the interest of this, like, I don't want to have to do too much of that. Like, we can definitely see, Snapjaw can kind of accompany them if need be, and we can go from there. So we can kind of put everyone together. But now that we're in this area, let me set the scene. So there's about a half dozen dugout canoes that have been pulled onto the land here. 3 to 5 paddles lie at the bottom of each, and they seem to be in pretty good condition. One of them seems to be rather unused. Over to this area, over like down to the south, you can kind of see, there's what appears to be a stockade. And in this area, there appear to be like, there's a 5-foot wall that kind of surrounds this, built of sturdy logs that have been driven into the earth and spaced out about 6 inches apart. You can kind of see that there are like big creatures in this area here. You can also see here, and here, there are longhouses, which are made from reeds and bound into long, thick bundles and bent upside down into U-shaped ribs. The spaces between the ribs are latticed and thatched with more reeds, and each longhouse has a single woven door at the center of each wall. The construction technique here used is just ingenious. which again, I will show you in this picture here. You can see on the left and the right-hand side, those are the two longhouses that have been put together.
I forgot to ask, did we get a long rest when we said we were going to try and long rest and we got ambushed by lizard folk?
Yeah, we got one after.
Yes.
Okay, I did not reset that. I just looked.
Yes, please do.
Figured it may be important.
For sure. There are also some crudely built over in this area, like in this area up here. I'll let you see the map. If you actually, BJ Exchange, could you move over the chat a little bit in Roll20? That's probably good. So if you scroll out just a hair, up in this area here, there are a ton of huts. And there are a dozen or more huts placed kind of haphazardly all over the ground. Each is shaped like a slightly flattened dome. And they're placed haphazardly across the boggy ground. The doorways are open, but a low, short tunnel would force someone to crawl into a hut. They're made of reeds, woven with lattice, with a generous layer of mud, grass, and dung smeared over the whole thing. Mud and swamp water slop between the huts and even flows out of the low open doorways. So those are... there's also, you can see over in this area here, there is a moat that kind of goes around the front of the castle. And this appears to be the entrance over here.
So, do we see any other lizard folk milling about?
So, you do not see any milling about yet. Perhaps you might see one or two kind of over in this area here, tending to the giant lizards, and maybe a couple over here that are in these that are around the longhouses.
Okay, well, to be polite, we'll be speaking, or at least I'll be speaking Draconic to our Snapjaw and his buddies. If I want to,
They have let you pass. It's just you and Snapjaw right now.
Okay.
They're kind of an advanced guard.
Okay.
Keeping an eye on things.
Okay, so where are we headed next?
You tell me.
Well, I'm asking Snapjaw. He's our guide.
I know. Yeah.
Okay. He says,
I don't think 4 or 5 of us are going to storm the castle.
he says, I can take you to one of our longhouses if you wish to see it.
That would probably be good.
All right. And he'll take you down to this one down here, into this longhouse. Yep. This is just a small longhouse. Inside,
we're inside something.
Yeah, you're inside a longhouse. So they're they're roomy, well ventilated, and the ground is covered with reed mats, and the interior is dry and airy. There's gear that hangs from pegs on the walls to keep it off the ground. And you can see that they actually have like spears and even swords are kept off the ground, well oiled, and the spears are actually like all pointed up in like a circle to keep them from getting damage. And no magic helmets though.
I just wanted a spear and magic helmet.
All right. So, there's also they also have small stone ovens that are filled with coals to maintain heat. No open fireplaces or anything like that. They just keep coals and whatnot to keep the area warm. The longhouses could each easily house 25 or more lizard folk, and even more possibly if you wanted to crowd. But they're not. You're not. But there are not many lizard folk here. He says, my people, many of the rest of our families, our egglings, and our mates are at another village. We pledged our services to Resmir, but the bullywugs, they treat us with such disdain that we would not want to risk bringing our families here. Yet we are honor bound.
So the bullywogs command you?
No, never. But they seem to have garnered favor with the dragon kneelers, as we are in disgrace.
And why are you in disgrace?
Our leader was killed by a most foul bullywug.
Does he have a cool hat? No.
He does indeed. A
don't know if he has a
foul
cool
hat. He is in fact gross. So
What is it you would like us to help you with?
he says, I could not ask it of you, but if you could drive the bullywugs out, that would be helpful for us.
Well, how many bullywugs are there?
There are many, but my people
We are few.
My people are strong.
With the aid of your people, I'm sure we can accomplish this. By just us, we would be too outnumbered.
He says you are not lizard folk, and I could not ask you to regain our honor. He says, but if you were to deal with the bullywugs, we would be very pleased.
You can regain your own honor, and we will help. What honor is there in us doing this deed for you?
If we could kill their leader, I believe that the bullywugs, they all kowtow to him. They are all drawn to him and his mysticism and his evil magics. Like a moth to the flame. But if we were to snuff his candle, they would immediately depart.
Okay, well, so much for the big 50-on-50 combat. That would have been fun.
Sure. I mean, there is another way forward here, which is, I mean,
we can storm the castle.
All right, so we
Yeah.
spend a couple of weeks here. We start a revolution.
That's what I was thinking, but oh well.
And then we make Blinsky the king of the castle.
Oh God.
Listen,
With
we are
toys for
all
all the girls
about
and boys.
we are all about putting the wrong people in charge.
That's right.
Every campaign.
Yep.
Yeah, we did real good in that last one. Except for Blinsky, he was okay. An evil Santa Claus.
He says,
Okay. So where can we find this? We don't have a name yet. Where can we find this chief of the Bullywugs?
I'll get hit. Snapshot, I'll give it to you. His name is... Splattergoo? Spattergoo? Farbalex? Spattergoo.
Great name.
Yep. It's quite possibly the best name in all of Dungeons and Dragons. They could have
Sticky
quit.
Maw Mouthiplex? What?
Yep. All right. So his name is Phantom of the Multiplex. Write it down, Zed.
Zed already has names for him.
Oh, what is his name?
You'll find out eventually.
Okay, I still like Phantom of the Multiplex, but that's just me. I think it was a Disney Channel original movie, by the way.
It probably was.
Don't sue us.
Or, yeah, really. Or
Please don't.
not-
Please don't. It was great. I loved it.
Yep. That bot's going to report you guys.
Oh yeah.
They said Disney. If it's not a Disney movie, it's got to be a Lifetime movie.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Snapjaw, if we go start killing off Bullywugs, won't the dragon kneelers in the castle get a little upset about that? And we'll be fighting Bullywugs and dragon kneelers.
He says if you are able to dispatch the Bullywugs, we can reclaim our honor and our castle, and they would desert. If you were to do this for us and drive away the Bullywugs, my people would surely join you.
Okay, I'm just worried that the dragon kneelers will come out of the castle and thwart our plan. If I look at the map, I can't see anymore because I'm inside this hut.
He asks you, he says, but I am confused. You appear as they do. Oh, good. It gave you. I was trying to give Hidahore the mod power, and now he has it. You have a sword. Congrats. Hopefully,
Does that mean I can finally smite Nightbot?
Well, the thing that I think would be hilarious is if you were to be like, "Here's a thing," and the Nightbot was still like, "Pew pew pew." I would laugh.
Surprise me.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so Snapjaw's obviously way smarter than we are since we all have Otis outfits. Duh.
He says, I believe that, he says, from time to time, the dragon kneelers have more reinforcements come and go from the castle.
I don't know what's with me tonight. I'm just not thinking straight. It's like, boy, we have...
Down with Nightbot! Alright. down with Nightbot! down with the dragon kneelers! Down with the Bullywugs. It's just starting a revolution right here.
There's a song about that. Some insect named band, I don't remember. Weren't very popular.
As a fad.
Yeah. never gonna become anything.
Especially with those mop heads. No.
Now, the other band, what were they? The Monkeys. Now they were the real deal.
There you go.
I thought they were just monkeying around.
They are.
Oh man. See, I come here. I come for the D and
I
D.
just come for the puns.
But I stay for the puns. All right. So, what do we want to do?
I mean, all right. Now, I know you gave us all those nice options, but what does it look like if I just start spreading the word of Bahamut secretly and handing out a bunch of golden canaries and starting a revolution?
I mean, you could. Pungeons and Dragons is Arpulus's thing that he's got here. Excellent. Thank you. Pungeons and Dragons. So, good.
But yeah, no, I guess I'm down to murder a bullywog. I got no qualms about it. They sound gross.
Mm-hmm.
And frog legs are delicious.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Some garlic butter sauce.
It's one of the things I've never had is frog legs.
Oh, they're good.
It's
like chicken.
That's what
I was gonna say. Much like everything else in the world, tastes like chicken.
Yeah, it tastes like chicken.
I do love chicken. I will say that. Not to offend any vegetarians who are here with us, but I really like bison. I think bison is delicious. Anyways, here we are. Huh?
Too lean for my taste, but that's okay.
Yeah. Whereas elk is a bit gamey for mine.
It's good jerky though. So.
Mm-hmm. So, with that, let's.
I think we should don our alter ego costumes.
Okay.
So that we pass off as at least a glance as cultists and go whack some go splatter some goo.
Yep.
I mean, I'll take my tried and true cultist form and turn into a spider.
Okay. So you'll dress up as a Jamna will put on another robe. Call it a day. Patron will turn into a spider. And Zed will say, "Hey, look, I'm a kobold."
And sit down beside her.
How do we hide Valdis though?
It's a dragon.
Well, it's a dragon. We're dragon cultists. What do we have to hide?
Jamna says, "Well, if we tucked her wings down, we could pass her off as a guard drake." Valdis growls.
As my little spider legs will give Valdis some head scritches.
Want to bite. Alright, so you're going to turn into a spider, we said?
I mean, it worked so well the last time, right? Right?
I mean, you're not wrong.
I almost didn't die, right?
I think I missed that one.
That was when I turned into a spider, climbed into a cultist's robes, and made him fall off a cliff.
I missed that one.
That was fun. So I'm going to drop a couple of things here. Alright, so do you want this one? Or do you want this one?
Is the other one placed higher? Hold on.
I feel like it's the blue one because it's got better visibility.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a quote-unquote
version of that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a quote-unquote, and I'm going to go ahead and copy this, and we're going to go ahead and drop it onto player tokens since we already have a bear there. We have a wolf, and now we have a spider. So,
Except it's a little big for the size spider I'm going to be, but yes.
I just wanted you to be able to see it first, so now we have that.
Yeah, and we haven't gotten into bear puns for a while, so that's
Well,
I know. I couldn't bear it
Once
anymore.
you get into bear puns, though, they really weave a tangled web. Spider puns. Spider facts.
Yeah, one more of those and I'm out.
All right, so we've got this. This is going to be called Spider Patron.
And now a song stuck in my head, and I think you can all guess which one.
Is it Spider
No,
Pig?
no.
Yes.
Spider Pig. Yes, Spider Pig.
Spider Patron. Spider Patron.
All right, and I guess it can also represent patron. So we can do that. Name is still Spider Patron. All right, so there we are. Bam, Spider Patron. I'll let you fill out your AC and all that stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and move Patron back over here, and then I'm going to actually do... What do you have? Do you have any kind of thing for vision?
I don't know. I'm a spider. Hold on.
It's got 8 million eyeballs.
It's true. I don't think they have night vision.
I am tiny. I have 1 HP. I have 12 armor class. I have 20-foot climb speed. 20-foot speed.
You have 1 HP?
I have dark vision out to 30 feet, and my passive perception is 17. Hey, equal to regular Patron.
You said it's 30 feet?
30 feet.
All right, you got it. Dark vision.
How is this tiny spider going to help us again?
Listen, I killed someone with this tiny spider. I'm fine. 1 HP. I'm good, guys.
All right.
And to take us off on a terrible tangent, I did watch Spider-Man No Way Home over the weekend, and all I gotta say is wow.
I'm so far behind on Marvel right now. I love Marvel. I think it's wonderful, but I'm a little marveled out right now. So I had to take a break and watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer because I was just so superheroed out for a little bit. It's just overwhelming. Which, shameless plug, last weekend I did a sit down with Blue Went, who is another veteran game master and content creator, and we had a wonderful chat. It's still up on our Twitch if you'd like to check it out. And last Sunday, we talked about superhero RPGs and gave our thoughts on a bunch of different things, a bunch of different topics, what makes superheroes super, and so on and so forth. So, definitely check that out. So yeah, so there. Now that we have Spider Patron, what do we want to do? And which direction do we want to go? Do we just want to walk in through the front door? Do we want to do anything? What are we doing about Valdis? I mean, Valdis could stay here.
Before I turned into a spider, I would have helped convince Valdis to like tuck her wings a little bit and be like, "It's only for now."
Okay. All right. All right. So we've got one person who's a spider, Mordock or Zed who are going to do the talking. That's exciting. And Snapjaw. So we're going to go through the.
I just
front door.
realized.
What you got?
I just realized I'm the person with the best charisma, I think, and I turned into a spider. It's fine.
All right. So this is where our adventure begins with going into the castle. If you want to, the castle entrance is right here.
Okay, I thought the Boywogs lived way up to the north. Since the map's so huge. So isn't Splatter Goo there?
Not necessarily. Snapjaw will say that he's never seen him go there. That he exists somewhere in the castle.
Okay, well then into the castle we go.
I was about to say, exists in the castle. Is he ethereal?
I'm gonna move
This,
some
this is a
people.
bad idea.
This is a great idea. I'm here for it.
What could go wrong?
So this is the so the main gate here is the only gate um, that that is used when so when the castle was built. There were a pair of sturdy wooden gates and an iron portcullis. The gates are never closed; they're open. They now sag on their hinges so badly that it's not worth levering them into place for any reason, short of an imminent attack. The portcullis is rigged so it can be dropped if need be, it seems. But if you want to go ahead, I'm gonna move everyone up here. Boop. So. Right here. This is, again, the primary defensive position of the castle. It's it's under guard right now by a bunch of about 10 bullywogs that are just kind of in this area. They're flopping feet kind of back and forth. They seem kind of the sloppy mud covers the floor in this large chamber. There's planks that have been laid from the gateway to the causeway to create a 10-foot wide raised board for the cultists who, because otherwise this has all been kind of like churned into, down. There's like a pathway that goes here. That's all just boards, but all the rest of this has been churned into just like a slurry of mud. There have been a few tables that have been thrown together from planks that have been laid across here that make it difficult terrain. Everything's slippery, everything's muddy. The wood that's laid here has kind of like bowed and like it has soaked in the swamp.
Well, onward. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Carrington,
We
can I
act like
ask-
we belong, then
What was the question?
I was gonna say, can I ask you to go to my token real quick as the spider and tell me why everything looks so muddy?
Do you want it to look less muddy?
Would love that.
How's that?
Much better.
Okay. All right. So.
All right.
Or onward.
I guess onward.
All right.
Acting like we belong.
Feel free to move yourselves into the castle.
Well, I'm gonna be riding on Valdez's head for this adventure.
Okay. Alright, so as the players move, or as the party moves in, these bullywugs they just kind of seem to assume that you're part of the, that you're supposed to be here with your regalia and everything. And you're able to just kind of walk right past them.
That was the plan.
Yeah. And Snapjaw will say, new recruits. And they will actually, at this time, they'll actually start hassling Snapjaw. And Snapjaw's gonna stay here, and they'll start hassling and ask him a bunch of questions and this, that, and the other. So it's all to you now.
Wait, so they're keeping him and we can't save him?
They're not killing him, but they're like, hassling him.
They're being bullies because they're bullywogs.
Yep, that's true.
Seems like stereotyping based on name.
All right, so there's a causeway down here that you are all walking through, that crosses the moat, and also leads to the castle's outer ward. It has no roof, and you can see that up here there's another layer to this barbican, which could see down here, and they could shoot arrows, and it seems to be guarded by more bullywugs. There's also a defensive position here that doesn't have anything guarding it.
What did we name that thing? Or ballista. What did we call it?
The Gift Eater 3000.
Yes, the Gift Eater 3000.
Very nice.
Okay, so first off, I can't see where I've been.
Oh, let me fix that. My mistake. Done.
Oh, I have to go back there. Okay.
Here, let me help. Boom. I'll help you.
Now I can see. Whoa!
Alright, cool. That should do it. Alright, so now that there's more stuff going on up here.
Now I can see the whole castle, Carrington.
Oh, excellent. Well,
You can see everything.
Well, don't say anything. I'm not sure why it let you do that.
I need you to start singing Aladdin for me. Don't sue us, Disney.
And I can't move. Well, I myself a. All of a sudden, I can't control my character.
It's bizarre.
I think it's me. I need to reload. Roll 20.
Gotcha. So, you're making your way down this hallway, and it seems to kind of come to a turn that goes into some kind of like a courtyard.
Now, Carrington.
Mm-hmm.
All these things are doors, right?
There are a bunch of doors. Yes. Why?
As an itty bitty spider in a really old castle, would you say I can crawl and check these rooms?
You can definitely do that, but what is everyone else gonna do in the meantime? All right, let me describe some of these rooms. So the room that you've gone into is a chapel. This area right here is a chapel. And it is currently a shrine to Tiamat, adorned with a handsome wooden statue of the Dragon Queen, crafted by the lizard folk. It's been carved and is absolutely beautiful. If you're into five-headed dragons, but Tiamat's visage bears a much stronger resemblance to lizard folk than dragons. And it seems to be, it just seems to be a thing there. But
Okay.
There's no one actually in here at this time.
Now I see another door on the other side.
Yep.
And that's stairs.
Yep, that seems to be stairs. Yep. This is originally the priest's living quarters. But now it has become an area where there are It's been turned into kind of a living quarters in this area. And there are some cultists milling about here, which you can tell by their regalia. Make me a stealth check. Which I'll give you advantage on because you're small.
I am the knight.
Yep, you are the knight. They don't even see you. Right? What are you doing next?
Check upstairs real quick.
As you're about to check upstairs, this is
By the way,
GM.
I'm crawling on the ceiling, not like actively in an area people would be looking for things.
Okay. Let's take you to a new page. Where does this go? All right, so this is, yeah, like I said, it's a bit of a weird map because it's now a different orientation, which is strange to me. But you know, I wish that they would have just kind of kept the same orientation, but maybe they didn't need space in the book. Who knows? Unimportant. So in this room, there is. Sorry, I gotta find it. This is there seems to be an outer library in this area. This has become. There are a couple of crates of books that have been culled, and or haven't been sorted or cataloged or anything. But otherwise, this room's empty.
Okay.
Do you want to go down?
Yeah, take me back down.
All right, cool. I will just move us back to this floor.
Oh gosh, why did it position me all the way up here?
All right. So where do you want to go now?
Is there any doors that appear to have more like action than others? More foot traffic?
Let me describe this area. That's now that you're in the courtyard. So this area was once hard packed earth, but it has been churned into mud by the flapping bullywug feet. There are currently milling about in this area, training some giant lizards. Well, sorry, there are some bullywugs, and there are some lizard folk, which are kind of just doing their things. The bullywugs are kind of, you know, are giving orders to the lizard folk and kind of ordering them around, which I'll do here. Even though there are we'll cut down how many lizard folk there are. Even though there are more bullywugs, they are ordering around 3 of the lizard folk who are dragging some materials here and there. And so that's what you see. Where to next?
So the bullywogs seem to be positioned more towards one side than the other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They just kind of are over here loafing around, giving orders to the lizard folk on the other side. It doesn't seem to be like they're doing anything really constructive. They're just kind of like, yeah, you do that, and pick this up over here. Oh, and get this, and sweep that, and that kind of stuff.
Well, I think me checking every door aimlessly is probably going to get us nowhere. So I'm a point towards.
Here?
Yeah, we could go that way.
See what's in here.
There's no door here.
See that?
Yeah. Maybe there's a door somewhere else.
That must be on the other side.
I mean, or there could be a window.
Yeah. There's an opening here. That's where I'm going.
All right.
Bro.
Valdis begins growling.
What does Validus appear to be growling at?
Something in here.
Yes, I see that something in there. Is that something in there?
It is one of these.
Yeah.
Good old mean guard drake.
Oh boy. There, there, Valdis. Just play it cool. It's okay.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna keep going like I know. Oh, yeah, there's another one. Like I know what I'm doing, which hasn't worked at all tonight.
All right. No worries. You walk.
So is this a hole in the wall that we can just? What's going on here?
These are like, I mean, you could try and jump out of them.
So you're saying that we're way up over whatever.
You could jump into the
moat.
into the moat.
Okay.
So,
Noted.
did you say moated?
I did not, but let's say I did.
All right, cool. There we go. All right. So, we're gonna roll initiative because the guard drakes are gonna attack. Because that's just how they do. So Valdis will get to here. We'll growl. Jamna goes, oh god, here we go. And initiative time. Initiative time means battle time. Means battle music. Oh my gosh. There's already initiatives in here from last time. Oh, I'll roll again. That'll be fun. And we'll roll again for Jamna. Alright, and we'll roll for these guard drakes. All right, Mordok, you're up first.
Sidebar, please.
Sure.
Real quick. This will only take a few seconds.
No worries. Boop. Boop. What you got? Hello.
Okay, so
For those listening at home.
What I want to try, and this is going to be up to you because it's kind of vague.
Mm-hmm.
So if I cast Sanctuary,
Mm-hmm.
it says that the creature has to make a save, blah, blah, blah. You know how Sanctuary works. Okay, if a warded creature makes an attack, casts a spell that affects an enemy, or deals damage to another creature, the spell ends. Pretty normal stuff. What if I have Spirit Guardians up? I haven't cast a spell,
Right.
or I haven't dealt damage. They have.
Sure.
I have to cast the
So
Spirit.
Spirit Guardians is concentration, right?
Right.
Which I believe also is Sanctuary.
Yeah. Sanctuary's duration a minute.
Correct. Duration a minute with one bonus action.
It's a bonus action, so I can do Spirit Guardians, then Sanctuary, satisfy the Sanctuary spell, and I don't do any damage, and I can walk around and just nuke things.
Yeah, it looks like it lasts a minute.
It's a pretty powerful combination, so I'm gonna let you. I don't know why I wanted to sidebar, just because I want to surprise everybody.
Sure.
If that's a thing that you will allow, because it's a great combo, and it could get really ugly later on. Me just being under Sanctuary and wading through hordes of bad guys dealing damage, and they're like, oh
Well,
yeah,
two
gonna...
pieces of information just based on a couple of quick Google search. Always recommend Googling things if you have time. Even Jeremy Crawford says Sanctuary isn't stopped if an already cast spell does damage.
There you go, then.
Now,
okay.
rules as intended, damaging activities end the spell. So
I'm not doing the damage. The Spirit Guardians
Oh,
are.
No argument here. No argument here, no argument here, counselor.
I'm not trying to be a rules lawyer, but
yeah, I'm fine. Let's try it out. Let's see what happens. So,
I'm probably not going to use it here because there's only 3 of them. But
yeah. All right, sidebar. We'll save that for another day.
okay.
Hello, welcome back, everyone. All right.
Sorry.
Sidebar complete. So we now have.
Question. It was just.
Yeah, it was an
question.
interesting rules interaction for possibility. So it is Mordok's turn.
Yeah, but now I have no idea what I want to do. We'll just start off with one of these.
It's just gonna start by tolling. You're gonna tell him. You're gonna tell him he's dead.
I'm going to tell him he's dead.
Yeah.
How wise can they be? And we'll just do.
See, the problem is you say that, you tempt fate, and then I roll 20s.
That's right.
17.
Yeah, so,
Alright, cool.
Well, I've tempted fate and lost. I mean, I am kind of fate. In a Grim Reaper outfit.
So, Patron was on top of Valdis, right? On Valdis's head?
Correct.
Okay. Valdis is going to move in front of Zed. With Patron on. I'm just going to put you right here, though, so we can see all the tokens. Alright, and Valdis is pretty smart. Valdis is actually going to prepare an action, which is if any of these guard drakes get close enough, she can bite them. Patron.
Currently, I'm Spider, and I don't necessarily want to blow that cover, so for now, I'm going to just sit on Valdis's head.
Oh, I see that you have 2 initiatives right next to each other. Let's just keep Spider Patron. Alright, Jamna. Jamna has spells and things.
She's got stuff.
She indeed does. I what's the range on this? Not very far. Good to know. I remember when Color Spray used to be incredibly powerful. It's still
Color Spray's nasty.
It's okay now. Pathfinder has much more powerful Color Spray because you're stunned for that number of actions. So it's possible for you to run up and just be like, "You're the only person here. Color Spray," and you're just stunned for a minute, and then you die.
Blinded.
Yeah, now it's blinded. It's just blinded.
Yeah.
So they can't see, so on and so forth. Which is good, by the way. You can use Color Spray. Neat thing. You can use Color Spray against spellcasters, and if you blind them, most spells say this targets a creature you can see. Yep. So that's a rough one. So if you can't see, you can't hit it. But anyways, and that includes stuff like, so if someone uses Fog Cloud over an entire group, your healing words don't work. So yikes on that. Anyways, so we're going to do a little bit of, we're just going to use a Ray of Frost. Good job, Jamna. Hitting for 8. Okay, and now it's Zed's turn.
Isn't it Valdez's turn?
Oh, I have Zed first.
Rolled an 11. Valdez rolled a 14.
Are we looking at 2 different... Oh, that's so weird. All right, we'll get rid of this. All right, Valdez is up first. Oh, there's another Mordok here, too. I don't know what happened there. That's super weird. That is so weird. On my screen, there's, like, multiple initiatives. Anyways, all right. Valdez already went. Valdez has moved up here and is going to protect you if something happens. Now it's your turn.
Oh. This is weird. I was really hoping she was going to go run up and try to bite this first one. But I guess I'll do it first. Maybe I can scare him. Yeah.
But we don't have our tank. That's bad.
You have a Valdez. It's fine. It's like the same thing.
Don't think that's exactly the same. Dang. You're spaced out just a little too far.
Sometimes you gotta be spaced out.
Module writers.
Interestingly, these were just placed by someone on Roll20.
Well, we're just gonna walk up to this one and punch it in the mouth, because, you know, that's what I do.
Punch things in the mouth?
Yep. Give it a little punchy punch. Nope, a 7 will hit. In fact, that was a nat 1.
Nice.
Boy, I wish Valdez was, had actually done something.
She's trying to protect you from the thing.
Yeah, pack tactics.
Alright, so as you try to bite at it, it's just gonna try and get you with its tail. It's gonna try and tail slap you. Does a 17 hit?
Of course it does.
Alright, so that'll be a 9 damage for you. You still have more attacks.
Huh?
You still have more attacks and things.
Alright. Do it again. It was a 13 hit.
It does not. Do you want a flurry?
No.
Okay.
Just want to punch it once. It was a 14 hit.
14 does hit. Armor class is 14. Everyone knows now. Tell the others. Okay.
4 damage.
It takes 4 damage. You miss. It bites you, miss, punch it in the face, right in the nose.
Yep.
The snoot has been booped. Alright, so this guy can move 30 feet. So he is going to move. Here. And do nothing. This guy is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to end up moving right here, which will trigger Valdez's attack. Bite. Nope. All right. And this one's done.
The same as our tank.
Yep. All right. And then this one, who's next to you, is going to try to both bite you and tail slap against Zed. Does a okay 10 damage.
No. Yep.
All right. But then also a tail attack. No. All right.
No.
Mordock.
I'm gonna move here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna do that thing again.
Okay.
Against this wounded one. Just that Zed bopped in the head.
Oh, we're tolling now? Okay.
Yes. Make that 15.
Ouch.
Owie.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Alright, Spider Patron.
I guess I will drop my wild shape.
If only I had not moved your token somewhere. Just kidding. I have it right here. I usually, when I have druids, I usually just kind of move their token off to the side. Or you can put it on the GM layer if you need to. I find that that works out pretty well. Boop. There you go. Oh, but that doesn't work if you have that token roll initiative. That's important, by the way. Otherwise, they will disappear from the initiative. Boop. So I'm just gonna put I'm gonna put Spider Patron right over here in this corner.
Oh, that's a terrible toll. Against the one that hit, or against the one that Zed hit.
Okay. A terrible toll, huh? A terrible toll to be paid. Alright. And that is a failure. So he's going to take 4. As this onerous bell rings. Alright, and that is one thing I will say. Toll the Dead in itself is very cool, but I wish the spell was a little bit more flashy, like Firebolt and whatnot. Because just the sound of a bell, you know, tolling and whatnot, I get it, but it's, I don't know, it's just not as exciting.
What you talking about? It's birds chirping.
Oh yeah, for you it's birds chirping.
If we had a sound effect that, you know, when you pressed it, a bell rang, that would be cool. But
yep, and then a dog gets a biscuit. All right, cool. Jamna is me. That's me. I do stuff.
You're Jamna.
Yep,
that's Carrington, you're up.
Yes, we're waiting on Jamna. Jamna?
I mean, Jamna's going to make 2 attacks with her short sword because she's next to this person and has advantage. Yep. And they're medium or larger, so she's doing 7 on the first attack. And she's doing more than 7 on the second attack. So that's 13, so that's 20 damage. Good job, Jamna. Also, huh?
How'd she hit on the first one?
Oh, you're right.
14.
You right. Yeah, I just can't read. So plus 7. There we go. All right. And then she's also going to go ahead and use her her bonus action to disengage, and she's going to move over here. All right, it's Valdis' turn. Valdis is going to move. Valdis is going to take an opportunity attack from this Guard Drake. Guard Drake is going to try to bite it. Or bite her. That will hit. So Valdis is going to take 7 damage. And Valdis is going to move over here. And is going to bite the one that Zed attacked. Or try to. Hey, that'll hit for 9. Zed, it's your turn.
Punch. This time with feeling.
Yep. Okay.
6 fire.
Okay.
Crit.
Sure.
Ball fire.
Alright, you've slain it. Okay. What? Anything else from Zed?
I'm looking at the map real quick to see what I want to do.
Sure.
I'll key point Flurry of Blow the other one.
Okay. That'll hit for sure. And your flurry of blows are just regular attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this one
For
is
13.
4. Okay. All right, you've punched it a whole bunch of times. Punch, 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 punch. This one is going to attack Zed, who did the most damage to it, with a bite, and hit Valdis with the tail. Both of those will hit. 4 for Zed, 9 for Valdis. This one, not happy with Mordock. Gonna bite him. Ten damage to Mordock.
Yeah.
And then another 18 damage.
Jeez.
Guard Drakes are mean, man. Alright, now before Mordock goes, there's a very familiar, very angry-looking elf that pops out of this.
Never seen this elf.
Actually, he's going to be up in a tower, and he is going to. He does look very familiar to not the party, but to the players, which is this person. You were back to Brad. You overheard that there was a scuffle and a kerfuffle and everything like this, and you, being the leader that you are, decided to investigate and figure out what in the world is going on down there. As you're yelling down from up here, it took you a few rounds to kind of figure out what's going on. So you're going to be actually on top of a tower. And what do you say to this group of would-be interlopers, or whoever they are? Probably cult initiates, to be fair. Who would come out here anyway?
For my own reference, Carrington, are those guard drakes guarding anything specific, or were they just there?
They're just guarding that area.
Would that be an area that normal cultist initiates were not allowed to go into?
The guard drakes are instructed to attack anyone who is not accompanied by someone that they know.
You fools! Why would you go there?
What does the party have to say? Would you call off the drakes?
Off the drakes. We had no idea we weren't supposed to be here. We have a dragon, but you know.
Yeah, they have a peculiar-looking drake themselves, so they must be cultists.
Yep. Just for this character's comeuppance, can I get a persuasion check?
Yeah, absolutely. Mordock, I need you to make a persuasion check.
Oh, I'm great at these. Actually, I'm not terrible.
He is dressed in regalia of the Cult of the Dragon. I mean, I would say that that's probably good enough to get him to call off, but you do you.
Yeah. Rupert, Bernie, back to where you were.
All right, and they've been called off.
I had to think of the most ridiculous thing I could call these two guard drakes.
One of the guard drakes is in pretty rough shape. Over here. That one's
that one's dead.
Oh,
that one's dead.
That one's dead.
All right, one of the guard drakes is dead.
It was draconic, so he dead.
All right.
You lot, stay right there.
All right. And Drowmer comes down with a group of other cultists, which I'm gonna pull from various parts and their various areas in the.
In the time it takes them to come down, Patron will have putting on one of the cultist robes we have in our bag.
just like throw them on there.
Oh yeah, like.
Yep, it's just me. It's just me doing the stuff. It's fine. It's probably fine. It's fine. All right. So as he comes down the stairs and whatnot, he is able to get a group, a small entourage, as it were, of cultists, which I have managed to post to the wrong layer. Bam, there we go. So with that, I think Drowmer at this time is more curious. Like, why are these? Like, they're in the cult of the dragon. They have a guard drake, and they also have like no one comes out here other than cultists. No one knows about this place other than cultists. So here we are. So I will let Dromor ask whatever questions.
You there? Where did you come from?
Came from the. I don't know the roadhouse. Roadhouse. With Patrick Swayze, but Bogluck sent us. Told us where to come.
There's some irony in that.
Yes, there is.
Because he dead.
He dead.
Because you murdered him.
Oh, that's your opinion.
One time.
Once.
Hey man, I'm an accessory. I understand.
Yeah.
Well, he's not going to deny my story. They can't possibly know that he's dead. Hope. Didn't want to take the chance that Rezimir's actually here. And we said, well, Rezimir told us to come here. And was like, well, Rezimir's over there. Let's go find out.
Yep. It's true.
I'll name drop a dead guy.
And why did he send you here?
He says, we were with a caravan at the roadhouse, and he said that you needed help here, so he sent how many of us are there? 1, 2, 4 of us here. We were just following orders.
I think luckily none of them are human, right? None of us are human.
That is correct.
That is correct.
So is this area off limits to cultist Carrington, or is it just the guard drakes need to know us?
The guard drakes need to know, or be accompanied by someone who knows them.
Sorry about the drake. We were just... No one told us where to go once we got here. Those frog guys weren't any help. We were just out there flopping around.
Y'all will notice a face of disgust at the mention of the frog, the bullywogs. There's a lot of never any help.
We asked them where new people go, and they pointed off this way, so this is the way we came. No idea.
Would I know where new folks should report to Carrington? I assume so.
Absolutely, you run the show. You're in charge of this place. Well, I mean, when Rezmir's not here. You actually do have, like, the barracks is actually, like, not too far. It's actually, like, in this area. And there is actually a place for them to stay, but they'll have to clear it out because it's full of bugs.
You can go to the barracks for now. Can't promise you the quarters will be accommodating.
I'm sure we've had worse. Thank you, my lord. And what shall we call you?
Oh God, I just remember Gray. What was this dude's full name again? Sorry.
Hang on, I'm gonna share the photo again. So here we are.
His name Daryl.
That's what I said the first time I read it.
Daryl.
Draw more Born Gray.
And he's got a sweet eye patch.
He couldn't get more edgy.
Oh, I assure you he could. We don't...
First of all,
I mean, he's got scars.
First of all, we replaced the blonde hair with black hair.
Yeah.
I mean, but he's an elf. The blonde hair makes it edgy for an elf.
Sure. The next edgy thing is we need to know about his parents. Are they alive? If the answer is no, extra edgy points. Tragic backstory points.
He's already covered in, like, sharp knives. He has scars all over his face. He's wearing an eye patch.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, this dude screams edgelord.
I mean, if I made bad choices, like, I'd follow this guy into battle.
Because he doesn't know anybody.
I mean, he's at
got the
least
heal spell on him to fix his eye.
Look at those boots, though. Those are fantastic boots.
Well, he is an elf still.
Yeah, look at those boots. Those are fantastic. He's got two daggers up front, and yet a sword and a shield. Like, I'm not sure why he needs the daggers, but, like, you do you. Yeah. And I'm not sure why he's got this weird, like, spine thing going across his chest.
He's got spiky armor.
Ah, yes. Arpula says the double deuce is why he's got the two daggers. So, yeah. I mean, he's got spikes on his armor, which is pretty edgy.
Come on, now, Legolam had a bow and a sword and 63 knives and shield and that he used as a skateboard. And, so this guy, he's unarmed, basically.
That scene is super cool.
No.
Where he kicks the shield into the he rides the shield down, shooting a bunch of arrows, and then kicks the shield into Urik's chest, and then immediately stabs another one. That scene's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, none of it's CGI. They used a stunt guy and all that stuff. I'm just saying.
Sliding down an Oliphant's trunk, just whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, pure cheese. It's cheesy. Yeah, I know it's cheesy. Thank you, Arpulus. But it's cool.
Riding barrel. No, he didn't ride barrels.
No, that happened in the second. And that was all CGI. I think that, actual stunt work, man, it's cool. So, but anywhoozle. All right. So that's there's Drowmore or Borngray. That's him. And obviously you don't want these neonates causing any trouble, so I'm sure you're going to tell them, don't you cause any trouble now. That's your line.
Don't you cause any trouble now.
Right, so he sounds vaguely like Patron.
Strange.
So where's the?
Sorry, I got something in my mouth there for a second.
All right, so I'm going to take these folks and just delete this. All right. There's the guard drakes continue to growl at you as you pass, but you're with Drowmore Borngray now, and that makes it kind of okay.
Oh, hey, there's the door.
Now, I gotta ask one thing, Carrington.
Yeah.
Am I playing this dude simply because I played an elf in a different campaign? I just gotta know. It's blonde hair, dark background. Come on.
So the reason why is I just really wanted to see you interact with Farbalek Splattergoo. That's really what it came down to.
That's fair. I will say I feel like this character I could probably make more interesting, but off the top of my head, just reading his background and looking at him, I just get grizzled jerk vibes.
Yeah,
nothing else.
Grizzled jerk. Grizzled jerk vibes is probably accurate. All right, so there's a door here that you can walk into, bloop, and now we're in Avenue Q.
A giant queue.
You're in the queue. So
Q's here. Which Q? There's 20 of them.
Yes, he shows you the latest gadgets. Was it James
I was
Bond
talking about a different kind of Q.
Ooh, you were going Star Trek and I was going Bond.
Yeah. I prefer Bond.
I prefer a watch with a flamethrower, please.
Right?
I'll take the Aston Martin.
Yep. Oh my goodness. So
I mean, if that's on the table, does it come with machine guns and the
lights?
Let's start. We'll next time we'll play Spelljammer, and from there. Okay, so we're here. We're looking in this area, and as I mentioned, we're in Avenue Q. So there's a great hall in this area. The cultists eat their meals here, where the part of this area is reserved and is being used for. So in this area, it's a great hall where there's a couple people that are socializing. Whereas part of it is where the some of the contraband is hauled from the roadhouse. You recognize some of the crates and whatnot here. So there are, we're going to say it's daytime, which means that there's several people in here that are now visible. Including a Q and a P.
Your definition of several is more than mine.
More than one.
Did you say they were all queued to P?
No. So, this is where there's a bunch, like I said, a bunch of cultists in here eating, and they kind of look at you and like, okay, well, must be neonates. So they go back to eating their food amongst them, kind of murmuring amongst themselves. So the area that he told you is actually in this tower over here. In this tower right here is the room that he said to go to.
All right, I guess we will make our way there.
Guess we'll go that way.
Okay. I'm gonna remove some doors real quick so that it's easier for you to see. So that is there, and then also here's this door. Removed. All right. So as you walk into this area here, swamp water seeps into the chamber through a crack in the foundation that pools inches deep on the sagging stone floor and fills the air with a cloying, moldy stink. There are planks that walk across this area that allows them to walk through the walk from the doorway, walk from the doorway here to the staircase over here.
Yeah, staircase sounds like a good idea.
All right, but this is the area that he wants you to stay in. But you'll need to clean it up. Okay.
The area that's underwater. Okay.
Well, this is not underwater, so that it's kind of leaking from this area. I'm going to move this person up here, and Valdis is also going to move up here. So this area is also kind of so this area has a staircase that goes up. This area down here is wet and moldy, but not flooded. This area was unused previously, but as soon as you open the door, I'm going to put Patron back here. I'm going to put Mordock here. You open the door and take a step in, and my favorite thing happens, which is that a few centipedes begin skittering across the floors, ceiling, and walls. Just a few.
Oh.
Yep. So there are a couple, like one or two giant centipedes.
One or two.
Yeah, one. In fact, one or two giant centipedes are here. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
I'm counting like 10.
There are one or two giant centipedes.
Okay.
All right. And back to the battle music.
Couldn't be more opposite of roles.
Well, I only have two more things to roll for, so... So what does, I have a question for you. What does, obviously trying to avoid any expletives, but what does Mordock say when he opens it up and all of a sudden the room starts wriggling towards him?
Snakes. It had to be snakes.
Centipedes, it had to be centipedes?
Centipedes.
Why did it have to be bugs? I'll tell you what. Centipedes.
I can't come up with a memorable Starship Trooper lines for.
Yeah, they have centipedes and like they have too many legs.
Yeah.
Especially like the not to freak anyone out late at night, but like the house ones that have like all the really long legs. Which, by the way, they're a predator. They eat roaches and stuff. They're actually helpful for your house. However, the way that they find their prey is they use their legs to stand up all the way so they can like scout around. And the way that they go and get their prey is they just use all of their legs to just like run really fast at it, and then they grab it, roll it up in their legs, and eat it. Not kidding. So there's your thing.
So I'm supposed to sleep tonight, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. They probably won't be in your bed.
Good.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
I mean,
All right, it's Mordok's turn.
yeah, I don't have a boy. This would be a great place for a cone of fire, cold. I don't have any of that. I have no AOE stuff at all.
Are you sure?
I'm not wasting it on centipedes.
Just saying.
It's not yet. Maybe
Just
I
saying,
should.
is a third level spell worth encounter over? Maybe.
Yeah, I guess. So.
Have you casted the spell yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have to cast it first, and then the bonus action. Right. So is my. We'll just display it, and then we'll roll it.
What color would you like it to be?
Oh, I could care less.
All right, we're gonna make it a nice yellow.
That is my bonus action.
Actually, like a grave cleric, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Let's make it like a different color. Let's make it like a not this. What about like a could make it black and see what that does. There you go. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of cool, kind of edgy. So you can't cast Sanctuary. You can cast Spirit Guardians.
Right, I can't cast.
Can you? Go ahead.
Can't do two. I can't do two in one. Right.
Yep. You did cast Spirit Guardians. You've got it linked. So what? I can't remember. So did we say for your Spirit Guardians, are they like it's like the dead, like your dead?
The dead,
family?
yeah.
Or who?
I don't know. It's just they're just. Yeah, that's fine.
Or the dead that you've helped cross over.
The dead that I've helped cross over.
I like that. All right. I always like to try and make sure, especially with spells like that like give you a permanent effect. I love being able to come up with some fun like flavor. It's a good opportunity to do so. All right, so
I'll step into the room so someone else can come in and.
Is that where you're going to stand right there?
Yeah, that gets 4 of them right away.
That's true. And they take damage no matter what.
They take damage at the start of their turns.
Gotcha. I'll have you roll each time.
Okay.
All right, Patron, it's your turn.
It's a wisdom save.
Yep, turns out centipedes are bad wisdom.
I got it fun though.
I would like to ensure that this doesn't go too long. I'm gonna spike growth.
Oh, that's not helpful.
It's super helpful, maybe.
Yeah.
We're just gonna spike growth. You get the room. You did it. Because it's huge. It's massive. Like, hang on. Let me see if I have. Do I even have player token for how big this is? Yeah, I've got one.
I thought
here.
you made one for me last time.
I did. I've got it right here. Like, so that we're clear on how big this is. Like, here's how big it is. I gotta adjust this because it's massive. That looks correct. It's 20, right? Or is it 25?
Hold on.
Oh, go ahead and link this bell so people can see it. Yeah, so it's 20 foot.
20 foot.
Yep. So here's the size of your spike growth. Go ahead and put it where you want it. I think you have control over it. You do. And I'll lock it in.
Just like that.
Alright. And we're dropping it on the map layer. Bam. Alright, there it is. 1 spike growth. So all that area in there is spiky and hard to move through. Alright, so this guy, he's here. So the first thing he's going to do is he's going to try... Is every surface covered in spikes?
Every surface is covered in spikes except for the back 2 corners directly down from Mordock.
What about the walls?
It's 20 foot high. I don't know how high are everything. Like literally this entire room should be engulfed.
Well, so it's a sphere, right? 20 foot
That's
radius.
20-foot radius. Yep.
7 sharp thorns, each sharpened to a point. That's so weird that that's the spell. Like you have to have 7 thorns, no more, no less. 7 is the number. And you shall not count to 8, and 9 is right out. Okay, so this guy is gonna move. He's gonna move into the spike growth. Roll it up. Alright, cool, and then he dies. Alright, and then this guy is going to move into the spike growth.
Might as well tell me how many squares he's moving.
He moved 1. Alright, and he dies. Alright, and then this guy is right there, and he's not going to move, but he does need to make a wisdom save, Mordock.
I'll make your wisdom save.
Nope.
And you die.
Well, I need you to roll the dice.
Oh, where is it?
It's possible.
Let me guess, they have 4 hit points.
Yeah, they do. It's possible that this guy lives. Improbable? Yes. Possible? Also yes.
Wasted a spell on guys with...
Yeah, I didn't know they only had 4 HP.
Alright.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, I failed my save. So this guy dies. Alright. This guy over here, he's gonna move into this area. Hey, look, he dies. Alright, this guy over here, he's gonna move into this and die. This guy right here, he's gonna move here.
Die.
And die. This guy right here, he's not even gonna move, he's just gonna die.
Right.
Alright, Zed, it's your turn.
So basically, character, they're all dead.
Pretty much. I've still got 3 more slots to go. And Valdus.
And I'm muted because I hit my key.
Nice.
Anyways, I was refreshing the map because chat was working, but my map was frozen. So I had to do that refresh for the viewers at home.
No worries.
So Zed's gonna just kind of walk around this corner and see everything, and no need for Zed. And he's just gonna sit down, crisscross applesauce.
Very nice. Jam is gonna try and get some blood, and we're gonna use our Ray of Frost. Nice. Now we're gonna try and hit Patron. By mistake. Does a 19 hit Patron? Yeah, it does.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I chucked Jammin into the
into the spike growth. All right. Take that 8 damage and make that con save.
What is the con save for?
The damage to maintain concentration on spike growth. Alright, you maintain. Alright. Hey, look, this guy dies. Hey, look, this guy dies. Valdus. Valdus is gonna stay put. Hey, look, this guy dies. Hey, look, it's over. Good job, everyone. Great job.
Yeah, that was pretty much a waste.
Did you take any damage?
No.
That's not true.
Speaking of which, I'm going to fix...
Patron got hit in the face. So, when I did the original playtest for Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, there was a 1 hit point cantrip. You could heal someone for a hit point. Boop, no spell slot. And immediately I was like, please remove this. Like, this needs to not be in this game. Because what would happen is, everyone would, like, the dungeon would be finished. Or you'd finish the fight, and then the cleric would just go, boop, 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 and everyone would be at full health for every fight. Yep.
So speaking of which, we're going to take a short 10-minute break.
Sure, yeah.
And a sandwich.
10 minutes in a sandwich.
And oh boy, that was a sucky roll. Everybody gets 9 hit points back.
Valdez too?
Of course.
Excellent. Valdez not quite at full hit points, but...
Yeah, can I just say that I'm giving Jamna the cold shoulder?
Oh, I bet it's real cold right now, because it got Ray of Frosted.
Yeah, this is a real frigid conversation.
Oh yeah, it's just icy. All right. All right. You have successfully made this area your kind of base camp and whatnot. Jamna kind of tries to change the subject and says, you know, if we just get the mold off the walls, get rid of the bug guts and everything, I think we could probably maybe sleep here a little bit.
I mean,
wondered
it's spacious.
I wondered if wormlings like centipede bugs, food.
Yeah, she'll eat them. She'll eat
We have our
anything.
own. Yeah, we have our own little Hoover here. We should have
She
called
starts
her
crunching
Hoover.
on one.
Oh, she gets a centipede leg stuck in her teeth.
Yeah, and she just starts spitting acid at the floor, trying to get it out.
Bad idea.
Sounds about right.
Yep. Because she's basically just a giant cat. Essentially.
Can I just say that Druidcraft is not great? I can't even make things smell good.
That's why I'm just going to say, for the superior role-playing cantrip, Pinky Up, you need Prestidigitation.
I'm just saying, Prestidigitation has it all, and Druidcraft has nothing cool.
So, I'm running a campaign where if your clothes get wet, you're in extreme, cold temperatures, your character can get levels of exhaustion and die. And so being able to just, prestidigitation yourself, back into having dry clothes, super useful. Plus, it's fun for you to be able to do, here's a shower of sparks. You can snuff a candle. And most importantly, if someone's like, let me share with you my trail rations, you can be like, why, yes, I will have, blah, 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 blah.
So, whatever fun things you guys come up with, I can mend forever.
There you go.
Also a very useful cantrip.
Oh, for sure. I think that cantrips are overrated. Or, sorry, underrated. Underrated.
What's the one that, can manipulate soil?
Move Earth.
So that one's really cool because you can just literally set up battlefield hazards and, battlefield, cover.
I saw someone sat down and said, if you cast this cantrip for how much it moves and whatnot, you can set up a camp in 3 minutes with, what was it? With that, you basically just, you can dig out a moat and then also move the earth up to create like walls, like a battlement for a more advantageous combat. Like if something happened, and you can do that whole thing like at level 1 with like 3 minutes of prep time, just using move earth. So I think move earth is underutilized. I think it's better than people think it is. More useful.
Would
rather.
agree.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. You can set up battle hazards. I had a player do it in one of my campaigns. He would just like move earth here, move earth there, move earth there, and then like all of a sudden like there are these little battle hazards that are giving people disadvantage, and people are falling into holes and stuff for my cantrip. So, anyways, do you want to go anywhere else or explore anything after you've had your 10 minutes to kind of relax?
It's great for like undermining bridges, so that oh gee, look, horde is chasing us across the bridge. Oh, let's get rid of all that hurt.
Oops.
I will say I need about 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yep.
Alrighty, cool. Yeah. In the meantime, we can try and figure out where we want to go next. Sorry, I moved the map. That was totally my bad.
Well, the big arrow on the floor is telling us to go up.
You can go
Or
up.
down.
Or up or down. I don't know. That I would assume that's up.
You can go up if you wanted to. Okay. Let me see what's here.
2-dimensional stairs. You have no idea what direction they're going.
Well, like I said, the next layer is not the next layer is not symmetrical. So this layout, north is this way. North is this way is north. And then in the next one, I think north is this way. So it requires me to kind of like do the head tilt to figure out where everyone is. So we'll grab these and move everyone to the next layer. There's a spider patron. And I'll move these here. And then before I will go ahead and make sure that we've got the this is on Explorer mode, save, and then I'm going to go ahead and delete Spider Patron. Bye, Spider Patron. All right, so this is where you end up here. These stairs continue going up if you wish to go up. But there are 2 doors to the left and the right.
Doors sound good.
Do you want to go through this door, or do you want to go through this door?
Whichever one Mordock chooses.
All right, Mordock.
Seems to be standing in front of both of them.
Which door would you like to go through, Mordock?
Hold on, I was getting ready for morning. Sorry.
No worries.
Find where am I on this map? Seeing myself. Not seeing anything. Oh wait, way up there. Oh. So small. The one to the apparent north.
Okay. This one up here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you open the door. But what do you see inside?
More
Something.
centipedes.
Infinite centipedes. So in this room, you can see that this is a This is another sleeping chamber. For more, they're all reed mattresses, and there are simple wooden trunks in here and a small stone hearth in this area as well.
Oh, what's his name didn't tell us we had to stay on the. He said not to go up the stairs, so I like this better. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, trunks or chests or anything cool to try to steal?
Not really. There's like a couple of different belongings, some cultist robes, maybe a dagger or something like that.
Okay.
You get the feeling
then
that. Go ahead. So you said you want to continue?
Now we're gonna check out the door to the east on the map.
Okay. I'll throw some.
Looking for that gift eater 3000.
Yep. See what's in here.
Yep.
All right. So into the next area here. So in here we have another sleeping chamber, but this one seems to be a little bit more well appointed. It has simple belongings in wooden trunks. There's a small stone hearth that keeps everything here, but these have like straw, like reed mattresses with straw. They're a little bit nicer than the one that you visited a moment ago.
Yeah, but pretty mundane stuff. Nothing super interesting.
Nope.
Okay. Continue up.
All right, up we go.
Okay, same. Door to the north first.
Well, there's stuff in this room first. Hang on. Slow down.
Sorry.
Nothing to see here. So in this room, more sleeping chambers. I'll just remove both of these and we can look at both. So in the north, this area is actually a portion of the roof in here has collapsed, so it isn't used for anything, and it's kept closed but not locked. Now here into this room, when you check out this room, this area is used for studying. There's a lot of like alchemical things here. There are spell books and other things like that. It has 3 writing desks, a basin of water, and some stools, and a couple of like practicing small spells. Like nothing like overly expensive.
So the only one of us that would have any knowledge of this at all would be Jamna.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there were a couple of comments I missed, by the way. +1 for prestidigitation being good, and also thaumaturgy is fun for being generally creepy. Yeah, you can definitely do the whole like. You can reenact the scene where Gandalf yells at Bilbo and says, "Give me the ring." I'm not trying to rob you. I'm trying to help you, because he makes the candles dim. He makes himself appear larger, and then like makes the ground shake and his voice boom. Like that is clearly thaumaturgy. That seems to be what's in this tower.
So the only person of us that would have any knowledge of what's in the one room would be Jamna, and you already said it's a bunch of
Yeah, she'll walk into this room with you. She's with you, and she says, These are all unguents. These are all spellcasting components. Not very powerful ones, just kind of like novice things and whatnot. Someone with a passing interest in the arcane, and perhaps even the divine. Clearly, these cultists have some amount of magical inclination, trying to keep their skills sharp.
Okay, so anything that we want, or just
She pockets a few things.
okay, it's mundane stuff. Okay,
Yep. Never can be
well,
too prepared.
right. So I think we should tend to be good initiates and go back down to our swamp level. We should take some of these building materials with us so we can, maybe prove our lot down there. Obviously, someone stays up here. Shouldn't be above our station as lowly cultists.
Sure. Absolutely.
So back down to the swampy level.
All right, back down we go. And we're back over to the swamp area.
I wish this map would take me back to where it's supposed to go.
I absolutely agree with you.
I
wish you would
map.
too. Yeah, it's very big. It's a very big map. So that's where you are currently.
Strahd's Castle is a big confusing map. This is
I love
okay.
that map so much. I love Strahd's Castle.
Strahd's Castle is confusing, but at least every time you switch maps, it doesn't throw you halfway across the place.
That's fair. That's fair. Again, this is the first one that was made for 5th edition, and I will say this in their defense: none of the early maps at all were made with Roll20 in mind. Or, to be frank, I don't think any VTTs, to be fair. But here we are. I mean, what, the module's almost 10 years old now?
Yeah, pretty close.
Now I'm just curious. Gotta know.
I don't think it's that old.
I think we're getting close. Horde of the Dragon Queen. When did you come out?
Well, if somebody has a copy of a Player's Handbook handy, it would be right about
I
the
got
same
it right
time.
here. Release date, August 2014. 8 years. Getting close. Alright.
Man, has it been that long?
Yeah. D&D's been around for 8 years.
It's almost
5th edition.
Yeah. Well, sorry, 5th edition.
Gosh.
Yeah.
It's been
1 week.
It's been 9 years since I played 4th edition.
Yeah. All right. So where do we want to go next? Probably explore one more area, and then we will call it a night. Arpula says next week is my 7-year 5th edition anniversary. Well done.
When did the Meeple open, Carrington?
I believe it was almost 7 years ago.
Yeah, that's when I started playing.
Yep. Yeah, I love 5th edition. It's very accessible. That's my favorite part about it. It's probably one of the most accessible role-playing systems I've ever used. It's got its flaws, but everything does. Like, nothing's perfect. But I like it.
Well, I found out when I started playing D&D. So, well,
I started playing in 3.5. 3.5.
I tried 3.5, but I wouldn't call that playing D&D because I got started on creating a character and determined that D&D wasn't for me at the time, trying to play 3.5.
Yep.
But 4E was my first.
Yep.
2008 was when it
Wow.
was released, and I played it right when it was released.
I think I started playing in 2009, and I played 3.5 because that's what all my friends were playing. Arpula says I played in this campaign with you as a GM. Yep, I remember that. There was a lot of learning in this campaign for sure. We were all learning the system together. It was a very exciting time, very interesting time. Definitely learning a lot about the new system and role playing in general. So, but anyway,
Yeah,
yeah.
I started playing in like 78 or something. So
That's awesome.
yeah, I've seen them all. And 3.5 is my favorite, but I really have.
There's a special part for me that is 3.5. I look back at with fond nostalgia, but then I think about prepping for 3.5, and I think no, thank you. Arpula says got the basic box at a garage sale in 1983.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I had the blue box.
I was 3 then. Or no, I wasn't. I wasn't even around yet. No, I was.
Yeah,
3
neither
more
was
years.
I.
I would have come around. So 1986 was me.
1987 for me.
Yep.
Oh, you guys are just.
Yeah, you know. Anyways, all right. So before we date everyone, Arpula says he was 11. Before we date all of ourselves, where do we want to explore next?
No, the only thing that's really I would love to explore here, but that's probably a really bad idea right now. So I guess
There is another. So right now, if you want to scroll out just a little bit, Zed. So there's another tower over here that you could explore that appears to have a spiral staircase going up. There's also
there's something down here.
there is a staircase that seems to go somewhere here.
Yeah, well, we got to walk through all those cultists to do that, and they might say, "Hey, what are you guys doing?"
That is true. Yep. There's also the area over here that there's also the area over here that you can check out, which had the shrine and all of that. And there appears to be another tower even further down to the south as well. There's a lot of places to take a look around.
How about the tower to the? Why don't we just go clockwise and check this tower
here?
out?
Okay, going over there. All right, I'm going to pick everyone up and move them over into this area. All right, so the guard drakes once again kind of growl at you, but this time you are accompanied by a good old friend, a good buddy, in fact, and that is Mr. Snackjaw. Yep.
Oh.
And they growl at you, and Valdis growls back and crunches on the centipede leg that was stuck in her teeth. So,
well, the guard drake should know their place, and she's a dragon and they're a drake. So,
yeah, if only it was so simple. All right, so in this area, so the door has been torn off its hinges here and lies on the ground. Originally, there was a wooden floor here. But it has been filled with garbage and mud. There must have been a wooden door in this tower when it was built to cover up the dungeon pit beneath. Now the floor is gone, and the dungeon has been turned into a garbage pit and a latrine filled with foul-smelling waste and swamp water to just a few feet below the level of the doorway. The floor above is badly rotted, and large portions are collapsed. Through the gaping holes in the second floor, you can see that there is a third floor that is still in good condition, but to reach the stone stairs to circle backwards, you must cross 10 feet of indescribable muck.
And where's that shape earth when you need it?
I was thinking of wall of force, but having a wall of force spell is a portable bridge. So.
Yep, that's what we learned.
We have indeed learned that, and it was indeed true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to play a wizard again. They're so fun.
They are indeed.
You're just everything.
For sure. So what do we want to do? Try and you can get our boots wet.
Yeah. I can go first, and then we can. Yeah, I'll just go first. Do the muck. What do I need to roll? What horribleness.
Or go ahead and move your character into the thing.
Okay. Into the thing.
All right, perfect.
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative. Yep. I not see it. What is it? Is it an Odiug?
It is an Odiug.
How did I know that?
Because Odiugs are very distinct.
Yes.
And
they live.
And they stink. They live in trash and whatnot.
I played in a campaign where in the city, I don't remember where it was, that there were Odiugs in the sewers, and they were like the garbage men of the city.
Yeah. So as you step in here, a tentacle wraps around your leg and is threatening to pull you into the indescribable muck and whatnot. The rest of you stand just surprised and whatnot. And this is a great place for us to go ahead and put us on a great cliffhanger. We are going to be taking a 1 week hiatus, a 1 week break, as some of us have an upcoming function that we need to attend to. But we will be back in 2 weeks for more of this. Once again, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy what we do here at Open Heart Games, you can help us out in several different ways. One of them is you can give us a like on our Twitch page, on our YouTube page, on our Facebook page, and on our Instagram. We're on all of those different things. Also, if you like if you'd like, you can donate to our Extra Life. Our goal this year is to raise over $4,000 and beat last year's goal, which was $4,060. We're trying to raise at least $4,061, one more dollar than we did last year. So definitely check us out on our social media, and thank you so much. Check out our website, check out our blog, and we'll catch you next time. Take heart.